Otherwise, you give my mobile to me. This one, this mobile I will give her. Yes. 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 How many methods were there?
So, hello, namaste, good evening, everyone. So, with one more session, we are back to Facebook Live today. So, today we have Dr. Swati, who is an Ayurvedic consultant in Bangalore, who is having more than 11 years of experience in the field of Ayurveda. She has completed her MD in Ayurveda from Government Ayurveda Medical College, Bangalore. Her professional capability include consultation for chronic health conditions, recommendations for Ayurveda therapy and medicines for curing, preventing, and taking care of different diseases. She also consultation does based on the individual body constitution and for that better health. And also she is best to give consultation for skin and hair diseases, joint pain, back pain, varicose vein, digestive system related disorders, gynecological problems, headache, migraine, sleep disorders, etc. She also part of many research activities in the field of Ayurveda, and she also presented many international and national papers related to the Ayurveda. So currently she is working as a chief medical officer in Adyant Ayurveda, Kengeri, and also she is very patient friendly, and she is meta linguistic, and she is dedicated to serve the patients. So definitely, it is better to have you here, ma'am. So I would like to welcome you on for this session on live session for question answer related to the summer season. So we all know it is very hot now. Sometimes it is very hot, and sometimes sudden rain is happening in Bangalore. So definitely we have to understand what type of diet and what type of lifestyle we have to follow when this all different seasonal changes are happening. So, with that, we would like to welcome Dr. Swati for this session. So, ma'am, would you like to say some words?
Hello, Dr. Sweta. Thank you for introduction. Hello.
Hello. Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Shweta, for introducing myself. And I welcome all the listeners of this session for the live session of Greeshma Charya.
Yeah. So, participants, if you have any question related to the seasonal diet, lifestyle, and how to manage the heat in this summer, so please comment in the inbox so that doctor will answer all your queries related to the seasonal diet and lifestyle changes. So, okay. So, ma'am, there is one question.
Yes.
So, what are the benefits or what are the uses of following the seasonal diet and lifestyle? So, how they are useful? So, every day we are having food. So, what is the benefit of using this diet and lifestyle based on the seasons?
Yes. Ma'am, actually, the human body is the part of the ecosystem where which we are living, So it is directly impacting on our body physiology and even body activities also. So whatever the changes occurring outside, so it is impacting on our body system. So to overcome this effects, we have to follow the Rutucharya and Dinacharya to maintain our health and to prevent the diseases which occur in specific seasons.
Okay. So you are saying because of the seasonal changes, there will be changes happen in our body also. So that is
Yes.
why it is very important to follow the diet and lifestyle
If it
changes.
is not followed, so there will be the disturbance in our body constituents like doshas and dhatus, which may lead to the some lifestyle disorders, some seasonal disorders, some allergic kinds of disorders also.
Okay, okay, okay. So doctor, there is one more question. So as it is too hot outside, so how much exercise or walking can be done?
Yes. So, first of all, in Grishma Ritucharya, the exercise directly is contraindicated. Okay, but time slot is given in Ayurveda to follow that. So, whenever the sun rises, till sun emits the orange color rays, so it will be, we can say ki up to 7:30 in the morning we can do the exercise. It is for time slot. And then second thing comes how much exercise we should do. So in Grishma Ritucharya we have to consider the two things. One is time slot, the second is the you can say ki um, the distance. If somebody is doing the walking for 5 kilometers daily, so they can reduce their their distance to half, that is 2.5 kilometers. If somebody is doing exercise for 1 hour every day, but in Grishma Ritucharya they has to reduce it to half. Huh? Means
Okay,
half of that means half an hour they can do the exercise. And there is other sign which directly explain you when to stop that exercise. For example, in the morning if you are doing exercise, when you start sweating on your forehead, so immediately you have to stop the exercise and don't give your body too much stress by
okay,
doing exercise. Okay, you should be hydrated before the exercise, and the time slot which is given, that is orange rays, means it should be, you can consider the 45 minutes after the sunrise.
okay. So it should be very mild in summer. You are saying. So if you are doing 1 hour
It's
of
mild in the
exercise in
summer,
other,
it should be less.
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, we have to reduce
You
it
have
to
to
half.
reduce the duration. Reduce. Yes.
Okay, okay. Sure, doctor. Yeah. So there is one more question. Please share your views on consuming coconut water daily. I came across an Ayurvedic practitioner who mentioned that it is difficult to digest. So one person is asking whether it is good to have coconut water on daily basis. Is it heavy to digest?
Yes, it depends on the body constituents also and the season also. Okay, so
Okay,
if your body needs more hydration, that time you can drink. And sometime if your body is having some physiological changes, like you are already have some potassium deficiency or sodium deficiency, that time you can have. So it should be consulted to your doctor and then decide ki how much quantity and how much duration you can continue. And in summer it is indicated. In summer
okay,
every day it can be taken.
okay.
Some
So based
recipes
on the
also we
season.
can make with based on the season,
Okay,
based on your body constituent and your pathological change if you have any. So depending on that, you can consume the coconut water on duration.
okay. So, there is one more question, doctor. Which type of
If you have any
food we have?
swelling or if you have,
Okay, yeah,
sorry
yeah,
Dr.
you can
Shweta, it's
continue.
not actually your outside, it's raining. Yes,
Hmm.
yes.
Okay,
Sorry, I didn't get your
so which?
question because it's showing out. Yeah.
Okay, So which type of food we have to avoid in this season, doctor? Like in the summer,
Yes.
which type of
See,
food we can
in
avoid?
summer season, yes. In summer, May the outside also it is hot and very dry. In inside also it is inside in the sense in our body also it is very hot and it is dried up because of the sun's hot and dry rays. Okay, so in that season, in summer season, we have to avoid the food which is hot, very spicy food, very dry food, that we should avoid. And you're not supposed to consume the carbonated drinks, okay, which may lead to dehydration of your body again. And coffee, tea, you are supposed to avoid. If it is not available, then reduce the concentration of the tea and coffee and you can have that. Even alcohol, there is a restriction. So alcohols also contraindicated in the summer season as they lead to dehydration of the uh, body. And the some foods are there like curds, ice creams, which we consider it is as a cool, but in potency it is hot. So inside, after going inside the body, it may lead to produce hotness in the body and destroy the internal tissues, and sometimes it hampers the digestion of the you can say digestion.
Okay. Okay, doctor. So, can you tell us what type of diet and lifestyle we can follow in the summer season? Can you light on that?
Hello, Dr. Shweta,
Hello.
actually your voice is breaking and some network issues there, I think so.
Okay.
I didn't get your question.
Yeah. So, doctor, can you tell us what type of diet and lifestyle we can follow in this season? Can you show us some light on that?
Yes. So there, when we considering to maintain our health and to cure our diseases, we need to follow some patya and apatya. Means we should avoid the apatyas. Okay. So patya food. Just now I told you, ki some foods are there like we have to eat the food which is in taste, may it is sweet, and it in action also it is sweet. Means it produces the energy, it produces the calm, it produces the you can say ki, strength to your body. That whole food considered as the sweet food. Okay, so sweet food you have to take. Then cold in potency, those kind of foods we have to take. And we have to take the food which having the more moisture and more liquid. In this season it is preferable. And there are some recipes which are explained in the Ayurveda, like instead of going for any red rice or any brown rice, you can directly have the white polished rice with along with some dal soup or some meat soup also you can add with that and you can take. And there are some if I want to give a light on this, so the pulses may you can include the tuar dal, moong dal, this kind of things you can add. The cereals may you can add barley, jawar, corn, ragi, etc. And vegetables may all the cucumber family ka vegetables you can have. And you can have guard family vegetables. Okay. The sweet potato, actually in other season sweet potato is contraindicated, but in summer season it is indicated because it's a good source of starch, and starch gives energy, means stored energy to your body. So sweet potato we can have in summer season. So green leafy vegetable, when we consider the green vegetables, so we have to consider that it should be regional and region. According to region, it should be preferred, and according to the season. In which season you're getting which vegetables, that vegetables you can eat. Like in summer season, you are getting more of palak or methi. This leafy vegetables you can have. Even the asparagus, that is also indicated in the summer season. And if we consider the fruits, so we are always in mind that the exotic fruits are very good source of nutrition and vitamins, but it is not like that. We have to take the fruits which are seasonal and regional. Okay, so in Bangalore or in Karnataka, in summer season, usually we get watermelon, guava, mangoes, grapes, pear, avocado, like this, and even the berries. Berries means the we will get in Karnataka. That good source of liquid contents, which and it moisturize our body. So we can have these fruits, and there are some restriction also while taking these fruits, like watermelon. If when your stomach is full, that time you are not supposed to take the watermelon. So watermelon should be taken before and after your digestion of the food. If we are taking mangoes in this season, the mangoes always it should be soaked in a water, means half an hour to 45 minutes before it is soaked in a water. And along with you can add one clove or one cardamom into that water, and then after 45 minutes you can have this mangoes. Even for the grapes also, the grapes usually whatever we are getting in the Bangalore, those are seedless, but seedless grapes are not that much nutritious. So the best source is with seeds. If you're getting anywhere, you can take that. And if we come across the milk and milk products, so all the milk products are indicated except the curd in this summer season. So you can take the milk which is chilled, like keeping it in moonlight at the night time, and morning may you can consume that instead of keeping that milk in the fridge or any other, if you have any other source. So try to avoid that. Chill the milk in cold moon. At least for 15 days you are getting that. So you can use that. Buttermilk is indicated. The buttermilk is not just adding the water into curd and just using that. So buttermilk, the ratio should be 1 is to 4. The curd, if you are taking 100 grams, then you have to add 400 grams of 400 ml of water. Churn it properly, remove the butter, then just take the liquid portion of it, and you can add the spices and you can consume it. And the best uh, one Indian recipe, that is Srikhanda, which is consumed almost all over India, and it is indicated specially in the Grishma Ritu. So Shrikhand, it is prepared with the ham curd, you can say. And every time we think that the which oils we should include in our diet in summer season. So there are some oils, so you can use coconut oil for your cooking, or tanning also. Coconut oil, groundnut oil, sorry, groundnut oil, sunflower oil. These three oils are indicated in the Grishma Ruta because these are cold in potency. So this is the best in all the season, but in Grishma Ritu we have to consume the buttermilk because buttermilk is indicated in the Grishma Ritu.
Hello. Hello, hello.
Hello. Yes, Dr. Shweta.
Yes,
Actually,
doctor.
there is
Yeah.
a network issue because of heavy rain here. So we
Okay.
are trying to
Yeah,
connect.
you can
Yeah.
continue, doctor. You can continue.
Yeah. So I was at the ghee. So in all season, the cow's ghee is indicated, but in the summer season, buffalo's ghee is indicated because it is more cooler than the cow's ghee, and it nourishes and it moisturizes more than the cow's ghee. So it is indicated when we consider the ghee. So I will say ki, but buffalo's ghee is best in summer season. So and spices. So spices may every time we think that ki all spices are hot in nature. So it is not like that. So in summer season, so there are some spices which gives coolness to your body. For example, the cardamom is there, fennel seeds are there, clove is there, cinnamon and coriander. These spices will give you coolant effect in the body. So whenever you're tempering or if you're adding, if you want to add some spices into any other your beverages or any recipes, you can choose these spices. And now it's a trend that we are taking seeds in the morning to uh, give the good source of energy to our body. So it is fad, you can say. So in summer season, there are some seeds which can be consumed on regular basis, like chia seeds soaking in a water or milk or buttermilk you can take. Along with some sharbats also you can take this. Tulsi seeds are also indicated. So tulsi seeds, it should not be more than 2 or 3 pinches. It should be taken. So it should be along means always taken with the milk. So that we have to consider when we are taking tulsi seeds. Then watermelon seeds, marshmallow seeds, and even the jackfruit seeds also you can eat. So jackfruit seeds may you can make many of recipes. In South Indian we usually we get, so that also you can consume.
Okay.
So
So
these are the list of some food ingredients which can be included in our food in summer season.
okay. So thank you, doctor. It's very useful. So we all definitely we have to follow these diet changes for
Yes.
better health. So, doctor, there is one more question. Can you
Yes.
explain the logic behind including meat during summer?
Yes. So meat, you can say that meat is the good source of protein first of all. Then it is a good source of the fat, and it gives the nourishment and moisturizes your body. So whenever we are taking any kind of meat, it should be taken in the form of a soup, not as the direct, you can say in the recipe like chicken curry or something. You can get the this mamsa rasa preparation like meat soup or chicken soup, or sometime you can have egg ka also you can make some soups, and some smoothies also you can take, and it will nourishes your body and it will give strength. Because in summer season the strength is reduced from your body. And the main thing is there ki, whenever outside it is hot, so it directly impact on your body ka fluid, and then secondary on your muscles and your fat. So we require to nourish this by using the same ingredients from outside. So meat juice can be helpful.
Hello, can you hear me,
Yes.
doctor? Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah. So, the doctor, there is one more question. Can you explain the point on corn flour drink after bath?
Yes. So corn flour, just I told you ki some sweet potato. Regarding sweet potato, I told it is a good source of starch. So in summer season, we need more energy, and that stored energy can be we can get with the starch products. So whatever the corn flour we get, it is a kind of a starch source, right? So it will be easy to digest. First, it is very light, and it gives lots of energy compared to other proteins or other carbohydrates. So we can include corn flour starch, and it is already means in Ayurveda it is explained that okay, after taking the cold bath it should be taken. So it indicates that okay, whenever you are taking the bath, automatically your digestion power get increased. So that time if you are taking this corn recipes, like you can include some now fancy foods may we get custards or something, so that also you can have, which gives energy for long time. So carbohydrates, if giving energy for half an hour or 1 hour or 2 hours, but this corn starch or any other starch items, it will give you energy for more than 4 to 5 hours. So which is needed in summer season.
Okay. You are saying in summer season we can have corn flour drink after cool
Yes,
water
yes,
bath. Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Corn flour drinks you can have, some puddings also you can make with this, adding some fruits or something. So you can take. But whenever you are adding fruits,
Okay.
don't
Okay.
add milk.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. There is one more question, doctor. What are the some ways to improve the metabolism?
Yes. So in summer May, directly means we are taking the liquid items or direct the water. So it is directly hampering our the digestive fire. Okay, so you can say that the metabolism is directly hampered if we are taking the liquid in more quantity. So for improving this, we can add some recipes. Means instead of taking direct liquids like direct water or something, you can prepare the mixtures which will enhance your digestive fire. Like instead of taking plain water, you can add in water may you can add cardamom, cinnamon powder, and you can enhance the potency of that water, and you can take. And even you can add candy sugar, which will directly help to increase the digestive fire because it is having the dipana pachana both the gunas. So that can be helpful.
Okay. You are saying that we can use some appetizers for the purpose of improving the metabolism. Okay.
Yes, appetizers. Yes,
Okay.
yes. In
Uh,
summer season,
so,
it
uh,
is needed.
okay. Okay, doctor. Yeah. Doctor, can you tell some recipes which will help us to bear this summer, like to bear this heat and all, or to have a strength in this season?
Yeah, in Ayurveda, because yes, Ayurveda is yes, doctor. Ayurveda is just not only the medicinal science; it will give you the life science, you can say. So in life, may we need some recipes also for keeping our health and to cure the diseases. So in summer season, there are specifically some recipes are mentioned in samhitas, like we have uh, gross explanation about the pancharasa panaka, some panakas, mantha, sattu, like this some recipes we will get in pancharasa panaka. It is very famous and might be everybody is knowing and everybody might be had it in summer season. It is specifically prepared in Ram Navami. On Ram Navami, we get in prasada also, they will serve in many temples. It is prepared with the resins, uh, and butterfruit, dates, blueberries, or you can add the candy sugar or jaggery, and you have to soak that in means 1:10 ratio. Means if you are taking all dry ingredients is one ratio mein, then you have to add 10 ratio mein water, and keep it sorry 1:100 ratio mein. So if you are taking the 10 grams, then you have 1 gram, then you have to take 100 ml of water, soak it, and you can add some sugar or jaggery and you can take. It is pancharasa panaka. Then second panaka is, it is very common. Usually we take with chapatis, or sometimes we take it with some other puddings also. Like just add 30 grams of jaggery in 1 liter of water, then add some small pinch of karpura, pach karpura, means edible camphor, and cinnamon and cardamom. It is also a good drink for summer. And the mantha means you have to soak some dry fruits or some fruits in a water, and next day you just churn it and use it for your drinks. So you can use dry grapes, dates, fig, and you can soak and use. In sattu mein, usually for kids we are giving it. So roasted chana dal powder should be mixed with the water, adding along with that you can have fennel seeds or jaggery, cardamom milk, and you can serve it for kids. It is very tasty, and it's refreshing also. And some diluted sharbats also we prepare in India. Usually everybody takes in summer, like road syrup, mango sharbat, and chandan ka sharbat is also available, and lemongrass, and you can say kokum juice, mango panna. It is usually consumed in summer season.
Okay. Yeah. So I
It
hope
should be
everyone.
diluted, but
Okay.
yes.
So I hope everyone got very good recipes. So definitely you can try, and you can have it in this summer. And it's very easy to prepare also. So try and give your feedback. So there is one more question, doctor. So hi doctor, can you advise best food in dinner so that we can have a good sleep in summer?
Okay. So dinner may usually in South India we take curd rice or something. Uh, by keeping some myths in our mind that maybe curd rice is giving very coolant effect to our body. So not to take curd rice in the night. So one can have boiled rice with soups. Main soup you can have, dals also you can include, and don't go for any raw vegetables at the night. Means usually in summers may what we will do, we take lots of salad in the night. So try to avoid that in the night time. So you can go for direct carbohydrate source in the summer season, along with lots of liquid items like juices also you can take in the night time. If you want to take soups also, vegetable soups also you can take in the night time. And even the milk, the cooled milk, chilled milk you can take in the night. And dinner may so restriction I told ki curd is not taken. So other than that, all cooked vegetables also you can take.
Okay. So I hope
Chapati, yes, chapati and bajra roti. This and even in South India, we use that ragi mudda. It should be avoided in the night time. Means in dinner, it should be avoided. Instead of that, if one can take the rice made items at the night time along with the milk.
okay. So I hope all the participants got answer for their questions. And if anybody is having question, you can comment in the inbox. Okay. So I guess everyone's questions are over. So doctor, can you just tell us like the in the summer? Can you just summarize what all points we can follow in this season? So based on diet or lifestyle, or
Hello, Dr. Shweta. It's not audible. Your question I am not getting.
Okay, so doctor, I think everyone's questions are over. So can you just summarize what diet and lifestyle we can follow in this
Yes.
season?
So lifestyle में first of all we will consider the food items. Okay. So the list of the food items which I gave in the just before some time. So that food items you can include the, and we have to take madhura rasa, that is sweet items we should take. The dried items or fried items we should avoid in the summer season. Summer season, and for life try to avoid the direct sun heat or direct the wind exposure whenever you're going outside. So wear your sunglasses or you can carry your umbrella, right? So it is also preventing dehydration, and it will prevent some pathological changes in your body, that also you can follow. And even the if we can say ki sleep, when we consider the sleep in our day to life, so usually the daytime sleep is contraindicated in all the season except the summer season. So summer season may one can take the day sleep, that is just for 45 minutes or 1 hour, that is just before their lunch. So one can have the sleep and means nap, and then
I think because of the heavy rain, the connection got lost. So yeah, with as doctor was saying, so we should follow the diet and lifestyle which is doctor said. So with that we are coming to the end of this session. So if you have any doubts or queries, you can just comment, or you can just send a direct message to us. So, with that, we would like to end this session, and sorry for the inconvenience which has happened in between because of the poor connection. So, with that, yeah, I'd like to conclude, and thank you everyone for the patient listening and for the doubts or queries which we are having, and which is cleared. So with that, thank you, and we will come again with the further sessions in the future. So thank you everyone. So
ending
Dr.
this
Swati
meeting.
is added now. So yeah, so doctor is going to end the session because of the network issues and all.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, doctor. Thank you so much for enlightening the very useful knowledge about the seasonal diet and lifestyle, and also for the interesting recipes. So, with that, we would like to conclude. So, thank you so much, doctor. So, we'll end the session
Thank you,
now.
Dr. Shweta and
Thank
Adyant
you.
team and the listeners. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, sure.